everyone. Welcome. Okay, I see you show up for the show out. It's so good to see everyone here. Yes. Hi. Wow, nice. Okay. All right, welcome. Some of you probably got invited via link. Some of you probably got invited by Mvorenation. I could only imagine how you all arrived here at this moment, at this time. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and sit with us and enjoy the ride. My name is Mvorenation and I will be your host tonight. Guys, we are in for an amazing show tonight. There are really some heartfelt performances, and there are also some tidbits of information that I just didn't know. I didn't know about Juneteenth. So welcome to our Juneteenth celebration. All right, guys, let's get into it. I'm so excited. You're about to see some dancing, some singing. You're about to see some acting, and you're going to get a little education. You will click off of this link tonight being smarter than you were like 30 minutes ago. I mean, what more could you ask for? Fun and education? Just saying. But no, for real, I'm excited. Sit back, get your chips, your snacks, your smokes, your drinks, your sips, cocktails, anything you need to enjoy this celebration, because that's what it truly is. It's a celebration, okay? And again, this presentation is brought to you by Mvorenation. And if you want to know more, because I can give it to you, motivated, versatile, original, real, extraordinary. We are a community of like-minded individuals. And if you think that you would want to know more, visit our website. The links are below. You can find us on every social media platform, and we are expanding. So please, now, I know that I'm the host because I said it at the beginning. I am your host, Mvorenation. But I just had one question for y'all. What is Juneteenth?
Juneteenth is a holiday celebrated on the 19th day of June to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the United States. Originally called June the 19th, but then it was shortened to Juneteenth. This holiday was first celebrated in Texas, where on that date in 1865, in the aftermath of the Civil War, slaves were declared free under the terms of the 1862 Emancipation Proclamation.
On January 1st, 1864, President Abraham Lincoln declared all slaves in Confederate states to be freed. But that news never reached Texas slaves. There are many theories as to why, but many believe that they withheld some of the information from the slaves.
Some historians believe that since the Civil War wasn't over yet, that the lack of Union Army presence in Texas made it hard for Lincoln's proclamation to be enforced. Nonetheless, it was cotton-picking business as usual in Texas despite the proclamation.
Some slave owners in neighboring states took their slaves down to Texas because they believed that the Confederate Army would eventually win the war. And when it was over, they believed that they could get their property back.
So when Union General Gordon Granger rode into Galveston, Texas with the Union Army behind him and saw all of these slaves, he decided to make a proclamation announcement on June 19, 1865. The proclamation was made from the president that freed all slaves 2.5 years ago. You are no longer slave owners and slaves. You are employers, and those are hired workers.
Some slaves dipped out of there before Granger could even finish his announcement. Other slaves decided to go and leave the state so that they could repair their families that were torn apart from the slave trade. Others decided to flee up north, and they lived happily ever after.
Not quite. By law, they were free men and women, but in reality, still enslaved by oppression and violence. Black bodies still hung from the branches. Some were even shot for their freedom. But freed men and women wanted to celebrate that they were free.
When they wanted to celebrate the first Juneteenth, segregation laws forbade them to celebrate in public places. So they thought, okay, we'll celebrate near rivers and lakes dressed in their finest. They had barbecues. They sang spirituals. They had religious preachers sharing powerful sermons.
We're honored to share the stories of our history and our culture. What you're about to hear and witness is a compilation of audio recorded interviews from former slaves, mostly taken in the 1930s and the 1940s.
Alice Gaston, Gee's Bend, Alabama.
Time there was slavery time. I can remember when the Yankees come through, and they carried my father away and carried my two sisters and one brother. And they left me, and I can remember when my missus used to run in the garden from the Yankees and tell us if they come, don't tell them where they're at. Told them, don't tell nobody where they're at when they come. And they all come and told me, don't get scared now and tell them where they is. I told them no. We told them no. And when they come and ask for them, I told them I didn't know where they was, and they was in the woods. And left us at the house. And my father, when my father left, he went away with the Yankees and carried two girls and one son, the oldest one. Carried them with him, and they with the Yankees. And I can remember that. And my old missus was named Miss M. And the master was named Mr. Frank Irving. Mr. Frank Irving.
They treat you pretty good?
Yes, so they treat me nice. They treat me nice as they could treat me. And then after they left, after they died, then I was still here, and I'm here until yet. And the white folks all been treating me mighty nice ever since it knows me. They treat me all now. It knows me. They treat me nice. I came up over here from Mr. Young, from over to Fulton, Orville, and come to Mr. Young's place up here. And he kept me there until he died, him and his wife. And then I come on in from that on down here. And I'm here yet. And they all treat me nice. All the white folks that know me, they treat me nice. And if I want anything, I'll ask for it. I was taught it that way by my old master. Don't steal, don't lie. And if you want anything, ask for it. Be honest in what you get. That is what I was raised up with.
Joe McDonald, an unidentified woman, Livingston, Alabama.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I was raised in the house with him. Mr. Felix McMillan. And they taught me mighty good. They teach me good. They said, I remember, says Joe, I said, yes, sir. When we are dead and in heaven, they said, we want to raise you as an intelligent nigger. We want you to have good friends like we have got. So you'll never be scratched by good, rich, sensible white folks, because they can tell who you are by your raising and your compliments. To show that you've been raised, he said, not by the colored, but by the white. I washed in iron. Some days I'd wash 100 pieces. Every morning I'd have 5 beds to make up, 5 fires to make, and the children to dress, and churning to do. And after that, but then I'd have some parts of the day. But I had all that to do every day. Raised right up in the house. You know, I remember telling them one story. You know that. Now I slept like in this room and here, and they slept joining rooms to me. You know. So Joe, if it gets cold, come in our room. But good.
Fountain Hughes, Baltimore, Maryland.
Talk to who? Well, just tell me what your name is. My name is Fountain Hughes. I was born in Charlottesville, Virginia. My grandfather belonged to Thomas Jefferson. My grandfather was 115 years old when he died. And now I am 101 years old. That's enough. She used to work, but what she made, I don't know. I never asked her.
You just go ahead and talk away there. You don't mind, do you, Uncle Fountain?
Now, and when now your husband and you both are young, you all try to live like young people ought to live. Don't want everything somebody else has got. Whatever you get, it is yours. Be satisfied, and don't spend your money until you get it. So many people get in debt. Well, it was cheap, and I bought it. You spend your money before you get it because you're going in debt for what you want. When you want something, wait until you get the money and pay for it cash. That's what I've done. If I wanted anything, I wait until I got the money and I paid for it cash. I never bought nothing on time in my life. Now, plenty of people, if they want a suit of clothes, they go to work and they buy them on time. Well, they said it was cheap. If you got the money, you can buy them cheaper. They want something for waiting on you for till you get ready to pay them. And if you got the money, you can go where you choose and buy it when you want it. You see, don't buy it because somebody else go down and run a debt and run a bill. Or I'm going to run it too. Don't do that. I never done it. Now I'm 100 years old and I don't owe nobody 5 cents. But I ain't got no money either. I'm happy, just as happy as somebody that got millions.
Irene Williams, Rome, Mississippi, 1940.
Miss Irene Williams continues her singing on this record.
Another very interesting thing in my early childhood was the Negro baptizing. All the candidates for baptism were standing on the bank of the pond over in Mr. Bailey's pasture, dressed in long white gowns with white caps on their heads, ready to be buried in baptism. And their song as they were being led into the water by the minister was this: "Oh, brothers, keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning. Keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning. Keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning, just like the light of God. Oh, sisters, keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning. Keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning. Keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning, just like the light of God. Oh, mourners, keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning. Keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning. Keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning, just like the light of God. Oh, sinners, keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning. Keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning. Keep your lamp a-trimmed and a-burning, just like the light of God. And another thing that I remember on the plantation that we hadn't mentioned before was the churn song. Little Emma, the baby's nurse, after the baby was tucked in bed, was often called in the kitchen to do the churning. And this is a song that she sang to the milk. Come, butter, come, mister standing at the gate, waiting for the butter cake to come, butter, come. Come, butter, come, mistress a-waitin'. Come, butter, come, mistress a-waitin'. Come, butter, come, the missus a-waitin'. Come, butter, come, the missus a-waitin'. Missus a-waitin' for the butter cake to come, butter, come. Come, butter, come, missus a-waitin'. Missus is waiting for the butter cake to come, butter come. Missus is waiting, come butter come. The missus is waiting. And this chant would go on through until the churning was finished, and the rich golden butter would come into a solid cake on the top of the milk.
No beautiful, no spacious skies, just amber cotton plains. No purple mounted majesty out here on the plantation. America, America, you shed your hate on me. And you're no good, no brotherhood. Why can't we just be free? America, the beautiful? Okay, July 4th, 1776 commemorated the day that the United States signed the Declaration of Independence, therefore separating us from Great Britain's rule. And now the U.S. was finally declared an independent nation. We were free. Then I guess we became the land of the free and the home of the slave, because my people weren't free. September 22nd, 1862, the Emancipation Proclamation was set to be effective January 1st of the following year, but it wasn't until June 19th of 1865 that they completely freed all of us. 155 years ago today, they attempted to release the shackles so that we could get paid the very first minimum wage. Although they freed us from being owned legally, we were never quite free, since they ripped us from royalty and tore our mental majesty from the motherland. Out of our mother's hands we were torn. Shattered memories of our history, never to be reborn. We have a sworn duty to try to salvage what's left of our dichotomy. Safe to say we've been free-ish ever since. Freedom, to me, looks like equality, not like a black man dressed in all white in a white car with the image of nigger we made it, not like a mansion with an all white room that no one's allowed to enter into. What does freedom look like to you? Freedom to me is being able to walk in dignity instead of fear. Not having to hear freeze, hands in the air, and not having that blank stare wondering what you just did or if you'll even make it home. Free? This is America. They'll catch you slipping. You might end up dripping because they don't really see us. They act like they don't need us until there's work to do. Everyone else, they may be entitled to their own liberties, but me, my people, all we're entitled to be is free-ish.
Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me while I'm on this tedious journey, Lord. I want Jesus every day of my life to walk with me. You know, I got big dreams, Ed. I wasn't born just to sit here and be no slave. Working 15 hours a day, day and night out here in this hot sweat. There's more to life than this, Ed. And I'm going to go get me some. I'm going to go get my freedom. I'm leaving here tonight. What am I out here picking cotton for? Working for what? To pay master? No. There's more for me out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my children and my wives and we're going to leave here. Because you know, I'd rather die out there running for my life than to be sitting here dying doing nothing. You can do what you want, Ed. But I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. There's a lot of us out here going upstate and getting our freedom. And I'm going to be one of them. Ed, you need to get your stuff and come on with me. Grab Ella and the kids and let's go. Let's get up out of here. Freedom is ours.
I ain't waiting for your permission. I made up in my mind, I'm gonna take what's mine.
Yeah, I'm always praying for a direction. I made up in my mind, I'm gonna take what's mine. My freedom, my freedom, my freedom, freedom. I ain't waiting for your permission. I made up in my mind, I'm gonna take what's mine.
Always praying, show me where to go.
For direction.
I made up in my mind,
'Cause I made up in my mind, I'm gonna take what's mine. My freedom, my freedom, my freedom,
Right. How amazing was that? I really enjoyed that. I mean, I love the poem. I love the monologue. But I really thought the audio of the slaves was very interesting. Wow. Just to hear from back then. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Did you guys like it? If you did, make sure you're already signed up to all of our social media platforms. I know I just said it, but like seriously, go subscribe, follow, like, and comment. It's so important that we hear from you and we hear your feedback and your comments and your thoughts. I, for one, love reading you guys' comments under our flyers and under the Mvore posts. So please like, comment, follow. And this also is a great time for us to just take a little break. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little 5-minute break. I ain't gonna tell you what to do in your 5 minutes, but take a little break. And if you're gonna sit here and chill for a minute, if you really are enjoying what you're seeing, if you love Mvore and you really wanna support in some type of way, but you can't get your hands on us right now, Cash App. You can donate. Monetary donations are amazing. We all know what it takes to run a business, and it's not cheap. It's not easy. It takes a lot of hard work, passion, and it takes finances. And we accept your love in all forms. So, Cash App, $ Mvor, $MVORE. I'll see you in 5. welcome back, welcome back. Thank you to those who donated, who sent your love. We appreciate it. We really and truly do. Cash App doesn't close, so don't feel bad if you weren't able to send us something today or you weren't able to offer anything. And we are not picky. We're not picky. So whenever you're able to, whatever your heart is led to, whatever amount your heart is led to, please, we appreciate it. We appreciate the thought. We appreciate just the time that you take to even open the app and type in Cash App, MVORE, just in case you guys forgot, just saying. All right, so now we're gonna get into one of my favorite parts. Now, I know I'm not supposed to say that because in the host and all parts of my favorite are my favorite parts. I love this part because it's like something that I didn't know that is so prevalent in our community, in the African American community. And it's like, oh, so that's what and then what get into these recipes.
During Juneteenth festivals, strawberry soda was the drink of choice, along with other red fruits and desserts, such as strawberry pie and red velvet cake, to commemorate the blood that was spilled during slavery.
So I'm going to teach you how to make strawberry soda.
And I'm going to teach y'all how to make red velvet cake. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
So, you're going to take your 1 pound of strawberries, you're going to clean them, you're going to cut them and put them in the pot, right? You're going to take 1.5 cups of cold water and you're going to bring that to a rapid boil real fast. Okay, now once the strawberries start losing its color and becoming a little pinkish, you'll see right here, you're going to take out the strawberries and you're going to add 1 cup of sugar and boil for 5 minutes. After that's done, you're pretty much done and we're going to sit on the side to chill because after we get our cake, we're going to make a glass and we're going to get it popping, okay?
Right, and how we make our cake is you're going to get whatever box cake you see fit to use in the grocery store.
Period.
You'll follow the directions on the back. On the back of mine, it says we need 1/2 cup of water, we need 3 eggs, and we need 1/3 of oil. So we're going to mix all of that together, put it in our little pan, put it in the oven, and then we're going to let it cool and put our cream cheese frosting on top. It's going to be so yummy.
Period.
Period.
So, because I couldn't wait until it chilled, I made us a glass right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your strawberry water, put it in the glass. You're going to take some simple syrup. You don't have to, but I like to add a little simple syrup of mine. And then your club soda.
That's good. Cooking that red velvet cake in this heat, this is definitely good. Oh! Okay.
Happy Juneteenth, darling.
Happy Juneteenth. Cheers. Now that,
Okay.
that is a spritzer. Now that I have frosted the cake and the cake is cooled off first before I frosted it, it looks so beautiful. Look at it.
Ready to do this?
Now we're ready to eat it. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth, darling.
Look at that.
Oh, girl. Okay.
Okay.
Making money.
Okay. We're being wild greedy right now, but.
Yeah.
Okay, happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Love you guys.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
The sway of my hips, the arch in my back. I know that you're staring. the darkness of my skin and the years of injustice that I'm carrying on my back, I know that you're glaring. I'm a reminder of what you've taken. This land is stolen along with our bodies and our minds. Tried to steal our spirits, but we are just too damn deep for that. No matter what we go through as people, we will always choose black. And you just don't get that. You're either lusting after us, secretly wanting to be us, but hating us just for existing. All at the same damn time. There's no in between because for some reason, I'm not human to you. Just a character part of your story. A fun recurring character, part of your simple privileged life. I add flair, I add style. You love calling me your girlfriend with 2 snaps. But when I'm crying to you and telling you that I'm hurting, that I'm dying, literally dying, I'm too much and you simply just can't deal. It's all just too excessive for you. So you turn your head and my value has all of a sudden dropped. I'm not valuable to you anymore. I'm of no use to you now. I'm no longer that cute, funny black girl that added some color to your life. I'm only around for a good time, not a long time. Now, I'm a reminder of what you have taken. The sway of my hips, the arch in my back, I still see you glaring. Underestimated, but somehow the most emulated. Explain that. Everything that you do comes from us, a watered down version of us. The sway of my hips, the arch in my back, I still see you glaring. This belongs to us and only us.
Coming to the screen next is going to be none other than the award-winning Newburgh Performing Arts Academy hip-hop dancer, are choreographed by our own Ralph Mavor. Guys, get into this. Ooh!
You can see it behind me, Mr. Ralph. Oh, let's go, baby. All right, baby. Come on, yes, baby. I see you, Jay. Let's go.
Hair, black. Skin, black. Past, black. Future, black. I refuse to allow America to continue to make me carry their burdens on my back. It's been whipped and it's been beaten black and blue. Is it true that I only have value to you when you could control and abuse me? Is it fair to say that what happens today still happens? Except Massa has a way of reinventing themselves. They went from the Confederate flag to those ones with the blue stripe, from cowboy hats to wearing hoods to wearing badges. From this side of the human race, it looks like they're the ones who are the savages, perpetuating a broken system for their benefit and to my detriment, yet and still you want me to believe that we're all equal. It took us almost 250 years to be free from their grips. When they landed on our mother's land, they did not capture slaves. They took royalty captive. I am no longer here to be used by you. We are free. Although our fight might not be over, I still want you to know that we're free. Let my freedom be heard and felt wherever you see me. May my steps cause you to marvel at my being, because you are amongst royalty. You may have set the standard, but we are the standard. We set the trends and often extend ourselves to be used for our endless creativity. Celebrate with me. My music, I won't turn down. My skin won't be any less brown. I say it loud, and thank you, James Brown, for reminding me to tell the world that I'm black and I'm proud. My choices, black. My future, still black. My people, black. You may be able to erase parts of my history, but you will never erase me. You won't diminish any part of my mentality in any capacity, because we who have been liberated in our minds were already free.
Tryna rain on the thunder. Tell the storm I'm new. I'ma walk, I'ma march on the regular. In the white flags blue. Lord, forgive me, I've been running blind and true. I'ma rain on the thriller.
Tell the sweet I'm new. I'm telling these tears gon' fall away, fall away. Oh, may the last one burn into flames.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose.
Hey.
Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. Can't break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep running 'cause the winner don't run himself.
I'm telling these tears gon' fall away, fall away. Oh, may the last one burn into flames.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose.
Hey.
Freedom, freedom, where are you?
'Cause I need freedom too.
Can't break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep running 'cause the winner don't run himself.
Sing freedom, 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 freedom.
Yes, that was amazing. What an amazing show. We cannot thank you all enough for joining us tonight, being a part of this wonderful celebration that has now become a national holiday. Yes, enough. Enjoy life. Enjoy the freedom that we have been afforded. And enjoy the people that you have close to you. Again, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for joining us. We thank you for supporting our efforts, our talents, and we'll see you next time.